Hey, Tuesday just ticked into afternoon and the electricians are in the kitchen installing my new pendant lights. Super excited about that. They're going to put a couple of recessed lights in there as well because I have two light switches in there. So the pendant lights over the island will be on one switch and then the recessed lights on the second switch. And then they're going to head into my master bathroom and put an extra light in there near the shower because when I take a shower, it's kind of dark and I don't like it. So anyway, but I'm more excited about the kitchen. So when they're done and both the lights are in there, I will update you. I will show it to you. But I got a preview because they said, oh, do you like this? And it's so pretty. Wait till you see it. I am so excited. Ta-da! Look how pretty. I'm so excited. And the recessed lights are there. We just have two here and one over there, which is on a separate switch, like so. So my kitchen is very nicely, brightly lit up with these two sets of lights, and I am very excited. And I now have a light in my shower, so it will no longer be super dark in there when I shower. And it comes on with the vent, which is perfect because I really only need it while showering. So I'm a very happy camper. Little Snidely is very happy that the workmen have finally left. Poor baby. I was just trying to put a little bit of barbecue sauce on my chicken. And I didn't notice that, see that little, right there, that hole? See, that plastic part is supposed to be there so that all the barbecue sauce doesn't get just dumped out on your food. So now I gotta grab a spoon and try to put some of this back in the bottle. Too funny. Yes, that is way too much barbecue sauce for that amount of chicken. I'm working on my book right now. I have flowed all of the text into my InDesign document, and I am now going through and just formatting. So it's like I created my paragraph styles, which are not final. I use InDesign because I used to be a designer, and this way I can set up my paragraph styles and make everything a particular style, and then I already know I don't like what I currently have, but the great thing is I'll be able to just go in, change the paragraph style, and everything that is in that style will automatically change. So right now I'm just doing the kind of very tedious work of making every paragraph the correct style according to what I'm trying to do. But once all of that is done, then it'll be a matter of, like I said, just going in and saying, okay, because what do I actually want this to look like for real, finally, in the final version. So this is going to take me quite a while. So this is going to be several days worth of work. The book as it stands right now is 238 pages. But it's going to be longer than that because, as you can see, I'm putting like a little bit on the page. So when I go to the final page over here, the text will be overflowing, which you can see with that little, whoop, there it is, that little plus right there. So it's going to be a lot of pages. So I have to format all of these plus several more, but that's okay. I'll just take my time across several days and do that, but very exciting to be already at the point of formatting. Time to pick a question. All right, here we go. Let's see, how about toward the back? Right there. Okay, what do we got? Through the use of a time machine, you are traveling back to the year 1850. You may take with you one and only one product or invention from the modern era. What would you take with you to impress and awe our forebears? Okay. 1850. So here's where I show my ignorance of history, because what was electricity invented? Well, no, see, they wouldn't have the right plugs. I couldn't bring anything, because if I could only bring one object, I wouldn't be able to charge it or plug it in or anything. And I doubt they'd have the correct kind of plug anyway. And I couldn't bring like my cell phone because I wouldn't have a signal. Are we supposed to assume that we would have the signal? Yeah, see, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so if it can't be anything that I could have to plug in or that would need a signal, I don't know. I mean, I guess I would bring my phone, but if I couldn't demonstrate it, what good would it do? You know? But I feel like our phones are pretty amazing, our smartphones. They are, yeah. They wouldn't know it. They would be like, what? Like, you could just touch it and like you can contact people around the world and talk to them, and you take pictures with it and like video, like what? You know? I think they would be pretty amazed by that. But I really I couldn't demonstrate its full capabilities because none of the cell phone companies existed in 1850. So I guess the phone, but I don't know how much good it would do. Not to mention, depending on where I land, this may not be a good thing in 1850. So, I mean, just being real, I don't know that I'd be very welcome in a lot of places in 1850. So, yeah. But anyway, you know, we have come a long way. We have a lot of new technologies and new things that I think people living back then would be pretty amazed at. Heck, I'm amazed at some of the stuff we have nowadays. AI and stuff like that is crazy. So, it's an interesting question, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to go back to 1850 in the first place. I'm gonna be real. Hi, it's Sunday afternoon. I have had a both productive and relaxing day so far. I slept in a little bit, not super late, but I was really sleepy yesterday for some reason. I got my twists redone yesterday, so that took about, let's say, 4.5 hours. And after I came home, I had some dinner, early dinner, like 3 something, and then I was like, I'm really sleepy, and I took a nap, and I woke up at like 10 p.m. I think I went down for the nap around 5:30, 6, something like that. So it was a long nap, probably closer to 6. But yeah, like 10 p.m. I got up. And then I watched the church service online and went to bed around midnight. And then today I woke up, you know, kind of 8:30 a.m. normal time. And just been kind of relaxing. I did work on my book, which I showed you a little bit. I actually got halfway through the book formatting. So that's pretty awesome. Like I mentioned, I will probably fiddle with the actual paragraph styles, but just making each paragraph the correct style, like I said, then I can change it and fiddle with it however I want, and everything will change, which will be wonderful. So I just need to get it set up. But anyway, I got all the way halfway through the book, and I'll do the rest at another time. And then I've cooked some green beans for dinner. I have cooked breakfast frittata, and is that it? Oh, and I'm doing laundry. I have laundry in right now. If you can hear that, that is the dryer running at the moment. So it's been both relaxing and productive. So I think that's all I need to do, aside from like put away the food and the laundry the food I've cooked, the laundry that's in, I'll have to put those away. Other than that, there's nothing else like today that I really like need to do. So I do plan to relax for the remainder of the day. And the anxiety has been a little bit high lately. I think it's work being so busy has my general stress levels up, which then makes me more susceptible to anxiety. Thankfully, the anxiety that I've felt has been pretty mild. It's like low level anxiety, but I have it more often. But I prefer that to like high anxiety levels. Like it's okay, but yeah, I would prefer none. But yeah, so I'm a little bit, you know, but I've been worse. I'm doing okay. It's not that bad. So, but that's one of the reasons I wanted to make sure to relax today, because I'm trying to, you know, just get my overall levels down, and try not to be too anxious. So, I have another short work week coming up, which is great. I have Friday off because Saturday is actually my older nephew's graduation party. And I'm going to be helping my sister the day before with setup. So I went ahead and took the day off so that I could do that with her. So it's a work day, but not a work day. And I'll be able to sleep in. Like, I'm pretty sure she's not going to be like, be here at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Like, I'll get over there, sometime probably late morning so I can like sleep in. But I haven't talked to her about exactly what she needs me to do, but, whatever she asks me to do, I will do. So, but I'm excited for that. We went to his graduation ceremony. Was that this week or the week before? I don't know. What was it this week? It may have been this week. I don't know. It's so funny. Like the days are just running together. I feel like it must have been last week. It had to have been last week because he went on a beach trip after his graduation. So it would have been last week that we went to the ceremony. That seems right. Anyway, the point is, I went to his actual graduation, like that the school held. And then this coming Saturday is the party that we're having for him. So, got the place cleaned this week. Super exciting. You saw I got the lights put up and then went ahead and brought maids in because the place has not been like cleaned since before all those renovations started. Because there have been boxes and stuff, there's stuff moving all the time. So it was it's impossible to, do a good cleaning. So now the place has had a good cleaning and I'm very happy about it. It will get messed up again because when we got the lights put in, they took down the old lights. So there are holes in my ceiling where the old lights were. We have to put drywall in there, which means more dust will be kicked up. But it's okay. That's okay. That won't be a ton of dust and I'll be able to just take care of that. That's not a problem. But I wanted to get the maids in and I was getting tired of it being a disaster area in here. So it is finally very nice in here after that. So very, very pleased. My finances are completely depleted at this point between all the kitchen work and then having the maids brought in. But it was worth it. It's been worth the money. Everything that's been done, I love it. I love my kitchen. I'm really happy the place is clean. And, I'll get more money. I'm still working. It's fine. So yeah, there's only a little bit of work left to be done in the kitchen. I should be done in about a month or so. Once I get the stick-on tile that I told you about and the painting done. That's it. So that's all very exciting. So yeah, I'll just have my short work week. It shouldn't be as stressful as this past week because while we do have 2 events that start on the 10th, those events are already in better shape than the events that start tomorrow. I should say than one of the events starting tomorrow. Literally, when I left work on Friday, one of the events starting tomorrow has more unfinished sessions than the 2 events that are starting the week of the 10th put together. As of when I left work this past Friday, like a couple of days ago. And they are starting tomorrow. I mean, they're gonna, have to deal with the consequences of not getting their stuff done. I don't know. There's nothing we can do about it, really. So we're gonna see what shape they're in when I get in tomorrow. I'm not gonna think about it too much right now because there's nothing I can do. So it is what it is. But yeah, tomorrow might be super busy because there's nothing we can do about sessions that are being presented on Monday. But they also have sessions being presented Tuesday and Wednesday, so there's potential that we may be scrambling to get those finished tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. And then the rest of the week should be much easier after that because, again, the stuff for the week of the 10th is in much better shape. So yay for that. Anyway, and then Friday off for the party. And the party on Saturday, which will be super exciting. Oh, and also, here's another thing. This is very recent. My church is actually holding a communication class. And originally, I saw them advertise it, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And I didn't really, think about it. But then they talked about it again before the service that I watched last night online. And I was looking at the dates, and I was like, you know what? You can attend that. They're doing it on the 6th and the 13th, meaning this Thursday and next Thursday. And normally, I really guard my post-work, my evenings after work, because it's I finished my work day and now I'm I just want you know, and especially if I need to work the following day, like I need to relax that evening, right, and replenish for the next day. But here's the thing. I'm off work on the 7th. The class is on the 6th. So I don't mind going that evening. And I'm off work on the 14th, next Friday, the day after the second part of the class. So I was like, oh, I could totally take this class. So I will be taking a communication class at church this week and next week. So I'm kind of excited about that. I want to see what angle they take with communication. I have to communicate a lot with my job. So let's see what they'll teach me and how I can use it at my job, in my personal life, just in general. So that will be very interesting. And I'm kind of looking forward to it at this point. So yay for that. I think that's the only other thing I have to say. Yeah, this week, work, the class, first class, prepping for the party, and the party on Saturday. Those are the main things for this week. So it is going to be an eventful week, but I'm looking forward to it. Pray for me, that anxiety level thing. It's been like the past few days I've had at least some anxiety. So I would really like to have a day where I'm just fine, and I don't have that. And, you know, it's happened before. I actually went through a long string of time where I didn't really have any anxiety. So it's kind of annoying now, like to have had low-level anxiety for several days in a row after not having it, like really for a long time. So pray for me on that. But anyway, that's about it. I've rambled long enough. Nothing else to say. So I'll just wrap this up in prayer. Lord, I thank you for this afternoon, for the time that I've had today and yesterday to relax. Thank you for getting me through a tough work week, but just being with me through all of it. Thank you for helping me as I've struggled with some anxiety this week. Please continue to help me with that. Please renew my mind to help me to move away from anxiety, to recognize when I'm thinking negative or fearful thoughts and be able to counter those thoughts with truth and with positivity. I lift up everyone who's watching this. I pray that your will be done in and through all of our lives. I pray whatever circumstances they find themselves in, if there's anything they're struggling with, that you would help them through it. Please comfort them, help them, deliver them, whatever it is that they need for your glory and for their good. Look forward to seeing what you're going to do this week, the class, with work, with the party and everything. Just thank you so much for everything going on in my life. I'm so grateful, and I look forward to seeing what you have in store. It's in the name of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, that I pray. Amen. I'll end it as always with number 6:24 through 26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Bye.